Yes. Log on, see if you can see the stream running. Let us know. Not that I see. It says connection is excellent, so that's a very good sign. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. Perfect, let's do this. Yes, no, of course, I'll remove it as well. Thank you so much, man.
Honestly, I'm sure we can figure it out.
Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. Really smooth?
Sorted.
Sorted. It's up. That was my only concern. That's sorted out. So it looks. Perfect. Beautiful.
Great. Well done.
The nerves all got it. Pulled it off. Beautiful.
We'll change your camera setup. Are you happy?
Ideally.
Squeeze it in, a bit of a zoom. The frame rate in background.
Do you mind if I just like do this one?
So for now it's okay. This is pumping.
Oh, that's not good. That's not supposed to show.
Looks a little zoomed.
Yeah, it shouldn't. When I adjust focus, it shouldn't show that on here. You're all going to see the settings. That's a problem. It's fine. Okay, maybe not. Okay.
Happy.
Very happy. How you doing?
Is this your guys?
Should I move?
Move away.
Don't mind, just so people can sort of shuffle in here. You're welcome to pop it round the back.
Perfect.
Behind there are some of the arches back there.
Thank you so much.
Bag boy.
I'm trying to figure that out now.
I'm thinking side. You reckon we can side? We're even happy if we check this table out. Just so there's space for everyone to hand their camera and if someone's sitting like that.
Yeah, you take all of this actually. But I will move.
Grab this one.
Yeah.
Here we go. Thanks, dude.
Got it.
think we sorted. Yeah, now there's just space for people to sit down and man the cameras.
I assume so. Unless, I mean, if it's not here, then it's someone else. Because that day we've got Ladies Club 5, we've got Lady Saturday the 6th, so I think he'll go the
This
7th.
table out to just come check.
And that's like 17 days. Exactly. Yeah, I'm
It's the first favorite item. Thank you, sir.
So that we're doing the SARS event, that was helped by but originally the budget was 300, now it's gone to 350. Then they said like 200 people, now this means 250 people are coming. I'm like, if we have to fight in a venue, I'll just pay for it. So then the guys like, then they wanted the first entertainment. I said, listen, I'm not doing something expectations. We put the speed to an event size, and then we have to put it in their boundaries.
Cool. Good. Good stuff. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. But this is bigger than we expected. I thought it was going to be like last time. It was so big. It must have something big to say. Did we just plonk out? Yeah. This is our section. I don't think we're going to get them like last time. Because you got to go for it anyway. Yeah, maybe after they've done the thing. So yeah, so last time, once it was done, we just moved around, chatting to everyone. It was super casual. Alright. Need some water or something?
They've asked if you can move that table as well. Where did you put the other one?
No idea.
No idea. Oh. Yeah, maybe if we can. Okay, he's going to come and take this one out as well.
This is huge.
If you came back then as well. Lekker. Look fine? I think focus is actually on Dylan right now. So wait for him to move, so then you get focus back at the back. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Move this table out of here, so that if anyone needs to get to the cameras and stuff, you're not working in front of the camera.
Okay.
Or shift it to the front.
Alright, we'll get everything on the bottom.
So if you man cameras, you're not working.
Yeah.
How do you want to do it?
Might have to get everything on the floor, under the cam. Bit of a mission.
Do you need the mouse? Can we ditch the mouse?
Just in case something goes wrong on my phone. You can unplug it for now. I can always just put it back. So, you have to move it at the same time.
Well, the HDMI cable is long.
Yeah.
So just go back here for a second. You can move the table. You can sit with the laptop on your lap.
Thanks so much.
Are you okay there? You need this?
Really good.
Not
Good.
Chuck my laptop here.
How's the family?
We'll find out.
Let me not check. There's no way it's a middleweight line.
Yeah, it's just a Dricus
No, I'm main event. Up now.
Do you want to move the camera slightly?
We can pull it a bit forward.
inside the ring.
Just want to tell you we're going to start in the next few minutes. Grab some, drink some food. You're welcome to come up here. The cameras don't get can't run started yet. You can go and get some food here, and we'll kick it for the next few minutes. Alright, if I could just get the athletes up here. So I've got Luke, Adrian, Terence, Toledo. You guys can make your way up here. We're going to seat you just up here.
Yeah, I was sitting there with them, but it wasn't anybody.
Make sure next to me. You mean just keep the trust. Just squeeze in.
Armand, take the phone, please, donkey.
Not confirmed. You? December.
Have you had this locks?
Guys like Grand Prix. Keeps energy. 2 months later.
Always in my
Yeah, so it's more than 3 months. It's early December and end of February. End of February. It's enough time. Yeah, it's not like
I was going to say,
Are you based here? I'm the door for like 3 months.
I have to check what
With Mike, eh? Yeah.
find it out.
yeah.
For accuracy.
You know?
Hey, bro.
Where you going from?
I'm medium juice before.
Independent media.
You just get this in everything.
Yeah. What do you guys say now? Yeah. You know what's funny? It's like if you like not millet, that's at least have to make magic at some point. These are the questions of the job.
Yeah.
What's your deadline?
My deadline is assistant later, and then I obviously, but I have to take this story.
Which is separate from the breaker, yeah.
So like no one else cares about anyone else but
What he done, he was crazy. UFC champions. Great. Yes, exactly. Your fight on top is amazing. You've done so well. Thank you. DC in your corner, yo. That's one accomplishment. Yeah, sure. You're winning on the field. Yeah, I was winning.
All right, I think we can get this started. Afternoon, everybody. I must say thank you very much to everybody for being here, even though I know that the beach, the mountain, and everything that Cape Town has to offer is pulling you out there. It's incredible out there. My name is Graham Cartmel. I'm the VP of Talent at EFC. We're here in Sea Point, in Cape Town, overlooking an incredible city, a city that embodies energy and courage, which I think is why this is apt for this announcement today. I'm going to introduce, on my left, a visionary, Ethan Hughes, the co-founder of Knox Hydrate, Geordin Hill-Lewis, our mayor, a very busy man, probably the busiest man in Cape Town. This man needs no introduction. UFC former middleweight champion and currently one of the greatest athletes to ever emerge out of the African continent, and a pioneer in mixed martial arts promotion, a man that built EFC, EFC President Kyra Halbert. Thank you very much for all of you guys being here. I'm going to start off with none other than Ethan Hughes, the brainchild of this. Kick off the announcement. Thank you, Ethan.
Thanks, Grant. Can everybody hear me? When Dricus and I founded Knox, our mission was simple: to create an alternative, healthier, and accessible lifestyle product. Knox Hydration set up to develop and create a healthy alternative for all South Africans, including high-performance individuals of all ages in the various purpose-driven walks of life. Today, we proudly introduce the Knox Legacy Series. This isn't just another night of fights; it's a celebration of the legacy of the sport that has created opportunities for so many South Africans. And again, confirm the reality that sports are an exceptional platform to unite South Africa around the world. As I stand here as an Australian in a foreign land, I see the great similarities between these two great nations. Sport unites us, we cherish our heroes, and I'm thankful to call one such hero a friend. Dricus asked me when we were forming the company if I could please help spread the true possibilities of MMA in South Africa to a global audience. I truly believe I'm privileged to live in one of the greatest sporting countries in the world, a country that I love, and today I help fulfill that request. For the first time ever, we're bringing together the world of elite combat sports, the lifestyle and the mindset of mixed martial arts athletes, and the beauty of South African culture together. Perfectly showcasing the mother city of our country, Cape Town, being one of the most iconic cities in the world, and sharing the world to witness this experience. This groundbreaking event is a result of an incredible collaboration between Ignite International, Knox Hydration, the City of Cape Town, and Africa's premier MMA promotion, the EFC. We extend our sincere thanks to the Mayor and the City of Cape Town team for taking hands with mixed martial arts community and showing appreciation and participation in the growth of MMA, not only in South Africa, but on an international platform. This event will showcase the talents of South Africa, and Cape Town is the ultimate host city in Africa for future events.
Thank you, Ethan. We're very excited for this event, and we must thank you for bringing this all together. You really have. Cape Town is Africa's sports and entertainment capital and hosts so many amazing events each year. This is all made possible thanks to the partnership of the city. Geordin, please tell us a little bit more about your city's involvement in this incredible event.
Well, afternoon everyone. Great to see you here, and thank you very much to Ethan and Cairo and the EFC and Ignite and Knox team, and of course our champion, Dricus. Awesome to see you again. And thank you very much. I just want to tell you folks that I've seen why Dricus is a champion, and that's because he does not give up. This has been a long time in the making, and this has been a passion and a vision of his for a couple of years now, and it has been so awesome to see how determined you have been to see this happen in South Africa, and we are very honored and privileged that in the end it is going to be hosted in Cape Town. When it became clear that it was going to be extremely tough and overwhelmingly expensive to try to have a UFC sanctioned event, Dricus was still determined that we are going to bring a MMA fight, EFC style event to Cape Town, and that he was determined to see it through, and that's exactly what's happened. So I'm super grateful for that. Cape Town is super excited to host this event along with Knox and Dricus and the EFC. Yes, it's true what you said. Cape Town is the events capital of South Africa, and we are in event season. It is absolutely standard right now to have 10 or 15 or even 20 events around Cape Town on a single weekend. And it is absolutely humming in the event space right now. And we are always keen to bring more and more events to Cape Town, especially global sporting events like this one is going to be. There is a huge fan base in Cape Town. We know that there will be big support for this event in the city, and we know that it will be broadcast nationally and internationally. And that just helps in our mission of growing the events economy in Cape Town. And I think it's also going to help us significantly in showing that Cape Town can, South Africa and ultimately Cape Town can host hopefully a title bout with you, Dricus, in the future. So thank you very much for your confidence in Cape Town. We are super excited to host this. We look forward to it, and we will pull out all the stops to make sure it's an unforgettable event. Cheers.
Thank you very much to the city's mayor. And we really appreciate and are grateful for this opportunity that you've given us. Cape Town is an incredible city, and we cannot wait to host the MMA adventure. I'm gonna go on to a man that is very easy to introduce because he's used to being on the mic, and he is an absolute stud when it comes down to promoting fights, getting what he needs out of the country, and this is testament to it. Thank you very much, Dricus, for putting in so much effort to make this happen. I'm going to hand it over to you.
Great. Hello, everyone. I haven't said hello to everyone, but amazing to be here, amazing to be back. Sitting here next to Kai, Graham, obviously me and Ethan have been friends very good friends for a long time, but sitting it feels almost like back when I was in the UFC. It's crazy seeing the media, everybody, it's incredible how it went full circle. Guys, this event, to me, what I want to speak about today is about what this event represents. Not about only the fights, how amazing that's going to be, not about the fighters, how amazing that's going to be, and what it took to get here. I think everybody has their piece. I mean, that's where Kai comes in, where Ethan comes in, and where the great mayor comes in making that really happen. For me, this was a vision, because from the first day I started mixed martial arts and decided I'm going to do this professionally. I've never had another job in my whole life. From the first day I watched this sport was UFC 9 or 10. Andrew Francois and Ruan Potts was the main event, and I walked in there. It was on the day Don Madge made his debut on that, and I watched that fight as I walked in. I couldn't believe this big action happening. I was fighting in school halls and nothing wrong with that. It was just now seeing the dome and seeing this massive event, and I knew I needed to be there. And here I am today, a former world champion, which was all a part of that day I walked into that arena. And I want more people to have that opportunity. I know how hard it is to make it happen. And when you starting off with this sport, I know funds is hard, finding a good gym, having to travel. That is the biggest, I think, hurdle that every fighter has. And I think in South Africa and Africa as a whole, we've shown with the little we have in comparison with the other big fighting countries like America, Brazil, Russia, where they get everything that they need to be the best. We have still managed to do great. We've had a world champion, we've had multiple UFC fighters. That is absolutely incredible. So what this vision for me was the whole time was, I want to give back to the sport that gave me everything. As cliche as that sounds, it is 100% the fact. Like the mayor said, we've been trying to do this for so many years because I'm so passionate about this. And this is not me doing this. This is me alongside the UFC who's invested in this sport since I was, 15, 14 years old. All of us that are here in South Africa that know about this sport is the UFC who made it, who gave us all that platform to make it happen. And that's why we partner with them. That's why we want to, and make sure that they started MMA on the African continent. They took that to the next level. And that is hopefully what we are going to do with this event, is make it even better. And speaking about a UFC event, I don't really want to speak about the UFC event at this UFC event that we are talking about. is this is our event. And what we want to do with this event, it's not compete. What we want to do with this event is show the world and show these massive organizations that we can host a world-class event. And I have no doubt about that. And then of course we get to the other big thing for me was finally MMA is joining with the city, joining with the government and being recognized as a sport, not as fighting, as a sport, just like any other sport. And this will give so many more people the opportunity to see this and to follow their dreams in doing this as a career, because it's hard to find that in you if you don't see it as a sport. And to finally get that recognition, thank you Mr. Mayor, thank you Cape Town, and I know we will get all the support from here on out. The city and more government will support this sport that we love so much. So thank you so much for that.
That is a very, very incredible message, and I think it goes down so well. We've been waiting very long to have an event here, and to be spearheaded by Dricus du Plessis, you couldn't ask for anything better. You know, we've walked a long path, and if you consider how many athletes can and do just leave their country in the dust in terms of winning belts, this man has invested every cent, every bit of time back into this country and developing talent. So thank you very much, Dricus. You're a pioneer. All right, and moving on to Kyra Howarth, we'd love to hear what this event is going to be about.
Firstly, thank you to everyone who's here to make this happen, and many more people in the background that you don't see sitting up here today. This is really a collaborative effort, and it takes a lot to put a show like this on, so thank you. This Knox Legacy Series is going to kick off EFC's 2026 calendar next year in the biggest way possible. It's going to be broadcast around the world, globally on different TV networks. It's going to have unbelievable digital traction. I mean, we're literally talking about hundreds of millions of people are going to be watching the fights from this show. The athletes are going to get that exposure. Cape Town's going to get that exposure. We have shots of the beautiful city of Cape Town going around the world. So we are super excited for it and really grateful for the opportunity. The event's going to be taking place at Grand West Grand Arena on the 26th of February. Best venue from an indoor arena point of view in Cape Town. It's unbelievable. The fans that come out there are going to be blowing that roof off, so we're super amped for it. And yeah, the fight card and the rest of it's going to be released soon, so keep watching out for the big news to come in the coming weeks.
Thank you very much, Kyra. We know that the Cape Town MMA public, or the fans, are just very, very, very IQ based here. They know exactly what's going on with mixed martial arts. If you've ever been to an event down here, I would love to go on that note and introduce some of the athletes that will be competing. This is your Cape Town team, the team that will be representing Cape Town against the world, which is the theme for this event. And it'll be our top Cape Town athletes against the global force. So what I'm going to do is bring them all up. I'm going to start with Faiz Jacobs, Luke Michael, Terence Balelo, Jamila Manyamala, Adrian Sanchez. If you could all make your way please. We have incredible athletes here. I'm going to ask you to face the cameras so we can get some photographs of you guys in an incredible lineup of talent. And you'll see two of the gentlemen are donning belts. That's Luke Michael over here, he's our current middleweight champion, and Faiz Jacobs, our current bantamweight champion. Gentlemen, if I can ask you all just to line up here in front of the cameras, and we can just get a view of all of you. Get some shots of our Cape Town's finest. They're very used to the faces. This team will be leading the charge against the Global Force 26th of February. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Take your seats. Super excited. Good luck for your preparations. All right, I'm going to do the due diligence of handing over to the media. I know that a lot of questions that are ruminating around. I'm going to give you you've got a mic there, Shai. Get one, two. And we'll come to you. So let's start on this side.
Everybody. Hi, President. It's I will use Zanzibar mic. Thank you again for providing us this opportunity. Can you just discuss in depth about the legacy series? Is it 5 shows? Will you be looking at Sibaya later, Pretoria? I mean, Dricus can confirm also Pretoria is also one of the most well-attended shows. So can you just give us a bit more in-depth information regarding the series?
Perfect. Absolutely. So this is the first event, it's called a series. It's the first one that we have been launching. It's been in the making for many years. Literally, you've heard Mary and the team talking about it. So I don't want to focus too much down the line, but certainly the intention would be this to be the first. We'd love to be doing this multiple times in the city of Cape Town. So this one starts off in February 2026. We'd love to open EFC's calendar every single year with a Lost Legacy series event in Cape Town. That would be the goal. Obviously, it's on all of our job to deliver an unbelievable show for the fans and for the city, and which is exactly what we're going to do. So we hope to have this partnership again going forward, and certainly would make a lot of sense to have something in Dricus's backyard of Pretoria one of these days, but that will be in the future. But our sole focus at the moment is making this the biggest, best show that Africa has ever seen.
And also, I suppose earlier in the year regarding the convention center also, was that something also in the plans?
It was definitely considered, and really the look for that, the feel for that was more the attention of even more of a showpiece for the UFC Africa event, because Grand West, as amazing as it is from an audience point of view, it's only a 5,000 seater, so it's not big enough for a card where you're going to have Dricus fighting as an example. That's the goal, that's the dream. Whereas the CTICC is actually big enough to do a floor plan to fit about 15,000 people in there. Indoor arena, which would make it by far the biggest indoor arena in South Africa and would make it the venue of choice for a UFC Africa event. It really just comes down to overall budgets, timing, all of that type of stuff. CTICC is such an amazing venue, it's frankly booked a lot of the time. So it is, we just had to find a solution that works for everyone, which today is Grand West, which is an amazing outcome for this first show. But you never know what comes in the future from here. But certainly one day, if it's a UFC Africa event in Cape Town, our opinion is the CTICC would be the perfect location for that.
All right. Anybody else looking to ask questions in the media?
I'm Joseph Podcast. I've spoken to each one of those fighters on my podcast, and I know they all do a lot of work at grassroots level. So I've got 2 questions. Number 1, is there going to be a purse change is there going to be like bonuses, extra bonuses for these fighters? Number 1, and number 2, will the city of Cape Town be doing anything? Money up there, yes. Yeah, is there more money? Come on, it's like UFC here. Hey, we need it. There was Dricus, is there going to be bonuses here for the owners? Come on.
Let's go DDP. My friend, let me tell you this. We haven't even spoken about purses and you're speaking about bonuses. That's not how you negotiate a purse, my friend. But, I mean, we are going to do whatever it is that we can. We're not here to throw money at a problem that never solves anything. We are here to develop the sport into becoming the sport that we all love and to give everybody the opportunity to make it. It doesn't help we do a fly-by-night, we do one massive event, everybody gets paid, the event is a flop, because at the end of the day, it needs to be sustainable. And I think that's what most people need to understand when it comes to that. Yes, it's hard, but the more platform, the bigger platform we can give athletes. Like I said, I'm not speaking here, sitting here as somebody that knows the game like Kyle does, for example. I'm sitting here from a guy who started at the bottom. So I know exactly what it feels like. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to understand. You can't just throw money at a problem. You have to grow this thing, make it, because it's a global show. That's what it's going to be. And make it globally big. And that's going to give more opportunities for fighters. We see fighters now fighting all over the world from South Africa. Maybe 10 years ago, nobody did. Nobody fought around the world. Now, our talent gets scooped up by these massive organizations by using the platform that they were given. And I think that's the important part.
Thanks, Dricus, and you beat him in that 5th round there, comes up. Last question for the mayor. Is there any work that the city will be doing at grassroots level? Because each one of these fighters, Luke, Faiz, Terence does work in Sonadam, they all do work in working it. And I think it's really a problem going forward to solve the problem on the Cape Flats that's going on. The Owens must leave the guns and make them pick up their fists. So all of these guys are doing that work. Is there any work that the city will be maybe trying to do in that sense?
So I just want to say on the question of bonuses that someone on social media said that they'd pay $10,000 if I spent 30 seconds in the ring with Dricus.
You're not going to get that money.
The thing is, exactly, that's to go to my wife afterwards because I'm not going to get it. Let me just say, when the city works with event organizers, we come on board as a partner in terms of venue, if it's a city venue like a CTICC or elsewhere, in terms of traffic and crowd management, and we would also offer support to the event itself as we are doing in this one. And if the event organizer proposes to do some community work around that event, we would almost definitely support that as well. So whether it be the one that comes to mind immediately is the Netball World Cup. There was a lot of community activation around that event, which the city supported as well. And so I think I would put the challenge to the event organizers, to the Knox Legacy Series, to say if that's something that they want to talk about with the city, we'd be very, very happy to support that. I think what you say is a great idea. It would be wonderful to take some of this work and these exciting fighters to the Cape Flats and beyond, and that's something that we would get behind. But because we're not the event organizer, we would be a supportive role if that's something that they wanted to do. And it's awesome to meet these Cape Town team. Obviously, they're going to work.
There's no doubt about that.
All right. Any more questions? Javier?
Hi, Dani from the Hack Check podcast. For those of us who don't know how the EFC rosters work, or how the fighters from overseas, for instance, would be selected, we know there's many international fighters that fight in the EFC. For this particular event, would it be fighters already contracted in the EFC organization, or will it be people specifically selected to say, look, we're building a team for a very special event, and we've got Dricus' rubber stamp, so, what is the sort of, are we allowed to know, or what is the sort of the way we go around that?
That will be revealed. The plan for today was to reveal that will be Cape Town's best competing. These are obviously the top Cape Town athletes, and there's more that will be filling out the Cape Town fight card. But they're going to be competing against top athletes from around the world. We're going to, I don't want to give away too much. You'll see what's coming in the next couple of weeks. So from a fight card point of view, you will not be disappointed, let's put it that way.
And will Dricus need to okay each fighter first? Will he need to give his...
They've done a good job so far, so I'll
We
give it to
actually
them.
have been vetting it past them. So
Because if something happens, I'm out. It's just all of it.
All right. Any more questions? Just over here. Let me move that microphone.
Hi, Geordin Hill-Lewis from Independent Media. Maybe just to start from one of the Cape Town fighters, they just want to share how they feel about it and what they must look forward to.
For me personally, it's an honor, man. Thank you to EFC. Thank you to the South African legend, DDP. Especially going back to Grand West. I grew up in Goodwood, which is the location where Grand West is situated, and to compete there again, it's an absolute honor and opportunity, and I cannot wait to defend my title there. So thank you very much, guys. It's a dream come true, and it's one step closer to the bigger dream.
One more question. Any more along your line? Okay.
Graham, you Cairo, maybe we can just discuss in terms of ticket sales when you go online and pricing and all those things.
Yeah, all of that's coming. We'll be starting from $250 upwards from there. We'll make it accessible. I mean, we're talking about stuff with the community. Lots of that's also going to be coming as well. This event is for the people of Cape Town, for the fans of Cape Town, and we're going to certainly make sure that everyone who wants to be there can attend.
All right, I think that wraps it up. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us today. What an incredible announcement. I'm so proud to be here with a microphone in my hand talking about MMA, Dricus du Plessis, the Mayor, Knox Legacy Series, and an incredible event coming up on the 26th of February. The countdown to the Knox Legacy Series has begun, and if we could just do some photos now with the Mayor, Dricus, Cairo, Ethan. Thank you very much.
Just the one, another one here? Big goal. Thank you.
Can we get the athletes up? We didn't really get a good look and an introduction of each one of them so that we can get some photographs with Mayor, Ethan, Dricus and our athletes. Alright, so if I could just, while you are taking photographs, I'll give them an introduction so you know exactly who you're dealing with here. This gentleman here is Terence Balillo, former flyweight and bantamweight champion, an incredible athlete. We've got Tumela Manyamala, who had a stint in the UFC, has come back to reclaim glory in terms of a flyweight contendership. He's an absolute machine. Adrian Sanchez, #1 lightweight contender. I'm going to skip you, Ethan and Mayor, and go on to Luke Michael, current middleweight champion, looking to defend at this event, which will be incredible. Skipping Dricus, I wish I could add him to this card, but going over to Faiz Jacobs, a prolific athlete. So this man has been in our Hall of Fame for a very long time and is our current bantamweight champion in Cairo. Thank you very much, everybody, for attending. It's been an incredible event.
Okay. Squeeze past you quick, sorry, Charles. Yeah, I think we're done recording. So the hands must be
I think so. You want to give me the name of your channel because the video actually relates to my article.
Are you guys gonna?
Adelante, siéntate ahí, ¿tú quieres ver?
Can I interview you quickly?
No, of course.
Let's stand in the corner. Let's stand there, please.
What's the name? What is injured?